Which way, Deadly Mob? Welcome back to another deadly episode of ReefCast, with a podcast that talks everything country, culture, and community. We're here in deadly Cairns. I want to pay my respects to the traditional custodians here, and we are on the vessel Dreamtime Dive and Snorkel with these deadly fellas here who will introduce themselves in one moment. We'll start off with the brothers to my left. Introduce yourself, your name, and your mob, eh?
No worries. Hey, your mob, my name Latrell Mitchell. Nah, go. My name Brian Connolly. I mainly come from Kuku-Yalanji tribe, but my Nan side, they come from Gumbaynggirr tribe down in New South Wales. Jay, you deadly mob, but you slip, go away. Hi there, guys. My name is Jacob Williamson, and from my dad's side, I am Kuku-Yalanji, and from my mum's side, I am Jabaganji or Jabagai.
Yeah, Deadly, you brothers?
Hello, my name's Lazarus Gibson. I come from Kuku-Yalanji, but also got connection with Waka Waka further down south, and Gumbaynggirr as well.
Hey, your mob, my name's Dustin Maloney. Now, just like my other brothers here, we've got Brian, is my actual younger brother. Now, not only I'm a Kuku-Yalanji man, but also very fortunate to be connected to the tribes here in the Cairns region. That would be the Gimo Walbra Yirinji, the Kunganji, and the Irakanji mob.
Deadly, my brothers, thank you for the deadly intros. We have a celebrity in the background here. If he wants to come around and say hello, or you want to join the convo, Uncle?
Please.
Come jump in, tell us.
Please.
We all squeeze our fork in here.
Shake it first.
Yeah, shake yourself.
Hey, mob. Trevor Tim, mob 1 year gung leader, Gulf of Carpentaria. On my dad's side, Mum Darnley Island, with me in spirit, and I'm the cultural community officer for Dreamtime Dive and Snorkel, and proud to be black, proud to be Aborigine, and I always say when you're talking about the longest living thing on planet Earth, the Great Barrier Reef, with the longest living culture, that's a good connection right there. One love, people, one love.
Good to see you, huh?
My brother, good to be seen, brother.
Good to
You like that, brother? Just write that down.
So, yeah, look, we're going to start the conversation off. Who wants to tell us? So, let's talk about the journey, to get into here on the Dreamtime Dive and Snorkel vessel. What does that entail? What's your day-to-day responsibilities and roles? And what was the defining moment that made you want to jump on this vessel?
As you start off first, you can hear
Yeah,
both of us.
You granddad here?
Popeye Big Boru.
Capital B.
What made me want to join this boat? I was actually
Hey, sit. Nah, you're right. You go.
what made me want to join this boat? I was actually a part of first and a half group that came onto this vessel. When this boat actually launched, I just graduated school, but 2 years before that, I was doing work experience for this company called Raging Thunder. Then they just got bought out by this larger company called Experience Co. or Skydive Australia, and I just been working across all the vessels basically for this company. Dreamtime Dive and Snorkel being one of them. On this boat right now, I'm actually one of the oldest, youngest crew members that's been in here.
Oldest young
The oldest, youngest. Solid bus.
Oh, is that it? That's
That's
just
it. That's it.
You know, big brother?
Tell us how deadly you are.
Now, yeah, with the same company here now, guys, before I found this job, was an operator, so travelling all around Australia, working on roads, working in mines. And I got tired of travelling, came back home, found this job by chance. Never looked back. Now I've been here for about 5 years. Now within these 5 years, I became the first ever Master Reef Guide. That's a program with the the first Indigenous Master Reef Guide, sorry. And that's a program with the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authorities. But also, ever since I've been working here, I've actually started off as a cruise attendant, and I've worked my way up to be part of the dive team. So I've got my dive qualifications. But now, just recently, I've got my my skippering ticket. So very shortly, I'm going to be driving this vessel.
Yes. Yes.
Him again.
Nimbo boys, which way?
Hey, your mob, it's me again. Me again, Bashi. What you call it? Before this, about the age of 17, that's when I started working on the corner. Nah, yeah, man.
Pole dancing.
Before this, I kind of did a bit of everything. So, did a bit of plumbing, working at the council, even left the company for a bit to try roofing and a bit of construction. Didn't really like it. But yeah, the only person that got me into this job was actually my big brother. So when I heard that he was here doing what he does, I asked him. I had big interest in that, and started off shy, but as you can tell now, a big mouth, big old. But true God. And now fortunately I get to be the next up and coming master reef guide, which is Deadly. Currently working on my coxswains, so hopefully soon be driving better boats.
That's a good achievement, boss.
Yeah, to Delhi Mob. In actual fact, I'm a retread. Back before Experience Co. Bought Reef Magic and Big Cat Cruises and Millennium and created the Dreamtime boat. I was sales and marketing with Big Cat Renown Reef Cruises for 11 years. Then I got out of the industry, went and did my motivational speaking business, got on board with Bama Brisbane Media, a National Talk Black program, a voice for our people. And then I ran into the manager at the time of the company and said, look, we want to talk with you. I thought advertising on radio, Bama, Murray Radio, let's do that. I'm ready to take your money. But when I went to the office, when I went to his office, he was offering me a job back in the tourist industry.
Wow.
And I wasn't looking at tourist industry. Then he put on the table, the Dreamtime Dive and Snorkel brochure. I didn't realise there was an Indigenous product. I got excited. And so that's why I'm here. And so I'm the Cultural Community Officer. So I look after these deadly bummers and help them and guide them on their journey. Success breeds success, and that's my job. Help them become successful.
Wow.
Too deadly. Too deadly.
No more.
Hold on, I'm not finished.
Showing us up.
Hey, hold my shirt.
Yeah, all these jokes.
So as for myself, I basically started here through a school-based traineeship. So basically what happened was I went to Warri State High.
Warrior.
Warriors.
I thought you meant San Monica.
Nah,
I thought you meant San Monica.
Go away. Anyway, sorry. Every single time there was like something like Harmony Day or something to represent mob, every single time in my grade, in my year level, I was usually the only Aboriginal, only bummer there that was doing cobbery, you know. And you guys heard of Clontarf before?
Yeah.
So one time there, just walking around school, someone from Clontarf there just come up to me, hey, how would you like to dance and get paid for it? Hey? Oh, go on then. So they signed me up for a little program that's known as Shoreline nowadays. And instead of working here on the boats, they sent me up to Kuranda and Rainforest Station, and I was one of the Pamagiri dancers over there. And I was dancing over there for 2019 to 2021, I think, early 2021, and I really liked the job, but I was just thinking, yes, I should go for a nice little change of pace. So I reached out to the ones that they ran my school-based traineeship, Shoreline.
Yep.
Hey, I think it would be a nice little change of scenery. I think that would be pretty cool. And they just, because they have a branch that go through here, so they just sent me down here to, they sent me down here into the boats, and I went from Kuranda, Pamagiri dancers over there, to representing Wiggly Muya Mob. Shout out. Shout out Bush Tucker Bungie.
Yeah, we're doing a segment with Gabe next July.
Oh, there you go.
We're going Gold Coast doing a segment with him. But this July, not next July. This July.
And then
Come late here.
I was here and I was just doing cultural guide stuff.
Yeah.
I was currently doing same thing as Brian with the coxswain. As soon as the coxswain's done, I'm trying to do for the dives, and then we just had an opportunity with this one over here. We got sent down for a little convention, and so I might do the sales and marketing route.
Yes.
If it's there.
Yes.
And yeah, true.
Nah, Delhi fellas. Hey, listen, I want to ask a question like, what's the feeling you get every day coming out on these tours here? What's that feeling you get, bringing people from all around the world to come experience our culture? Like Uncle said at the start, the oldest living culture in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're so unique, nothing like us. What's that feeling you get every day out on sea country, dancing and talking about your reef and your reef stories?
Yeah, well, sorry. Well, I thought it was you first, man. It's honestly the best feeling in the world,
Yeah, boss.
There's nothing honestly better. Like, even yesterday, things we do outside of work, me and Butter Lazia and another Butter James, and Uncle Daz there, we went out to country, got a coolman, a few clapsticks, got a new spear, Just
yesterday.
Yes, it's really nice, to share our culture with people all around the world, especially because most of them don't even know, what we are. Like, they don't even know black people exist in Australia.
Yep.
But honestly, like, there's no better feeling than doing our thing on our sea country.
Sing, brother. What's up, fellow?
Couldn't have said it better myself. Shout out, Brian. Holy jeez, I'm nearly slipped and cracked my head. I don't know. Manage it. It's really good. I reckon it's actually one of the best feelings. Like Brian said, hardly anyone knows we're here. So to show people that and have them actually shocked, and you can see their face just shock on them.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, just show we're more than just little didgeridoo or clapsticks. And we actually have connection with reef, and still have a language and have artwork that's outside of dot painting, and show them that totems aren't just kangaroos like everyone thinks is, or wallabies or wombats. You can have a lot of different things. It's really, really amazing to me personally, and teaching it is really, really important to me because I'm still only young, 22. Not single, don't hit me up.
Hey, firing up now. Chuck that in. Firing up now.
Sorry, boys.
Husband radio.
Boys, he's spoken for.
My man.
So what? We fucking the same one.
Yeah.
But we're a larger company. We have all these different boats here that just like, for example, you can't see it over here. There's Reef Magic over here that goes out to a pontoon. We've got boats that go Green Island, Fitzroy Island. This is the only boat in general that focuses on
In the far north.
on Bummer, And I'm
the first boat to do it.
yeah, there you go. And true honest, I would say this here, and I know all of you would agree with this one here. This one here is the best boat that we run.
Hey,
It's
that's why we came to use.
there you go, represent, recognize. Okay. No, but it's like, it's so rewarding, I reckon, to like, them everyone from around the world just come over here, and true honest, I don't think there was a time when we did a presentation, we young, there was someone that walked off unhappy,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not just the fact that we're showing off our culture, which is so rich and everything, but there's no personality like a black fella personality. Sure, God, we got them yarns on point. There you go.
Uncle, I have a question for you though.
Yes.
So you've been here since the beginning, like before this was, in the fruitions of this development.
Yes.
Tell me what's the feeling it's been like to see this develop into what it is today? for
Brother
your young
Malachi, it's powerful. We are leading the way in the industry in regarding the Indigenous space. This is a product that is, and hats off to the company that saw the vision of investing in Indigenous culture. It's a $50 billion industry, tourist industry. As Brother Jay was saying, we just come back from Sydney at AT, Australian Tourism Exchange, and Gold Coast. Thank you.
Wrong state.
Yeah. Where did I come back from?
Stayed in Queensland. We were in the Gold Coast.
Yeah, Gold Coast. Yeah.
You said Sydney.
Don't correct me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't correct me when I'm talking. We just come back from AT, Australian Tourism Exchange, which is the biggest conference, tourism conference in the country. And when we were down there representing Dreamtime Dive and Snorkel, the amount of black tourism operators was overwhelming. You know, we are wealthy being black. We just got to get our skin in the game, get proactive, you know. Yeah. But when you're working with your culture as a business entity, as a job, and you're getting paid to do it, that's the best job in the world. and we're doing just that. But I also see this as a vehicle, a bridge builder. We look at our non-Indigenous brothers and sisters who work with us. They are getting educated in this space. They are understanding RAP, Reconciliation Action Plan. They're understanding reconciliation, understanding NAIDOC. They're understanding how deep we are in regard to our relations. Our 10th cousins like a brother to us, and we claim all our aunties and all our uncles. And it is, like I said, not only in finance, but spiritual. It's good for the heart and soul, and you're working in a job and you're paying your bills. You got fit in both camps. Yeah, you're in the business world, but you've other foots in culture. Yep. And there it is. There's the foundation. Powerful.
No, Deli, and we have Mike there. So you fellas there, tell me, what's your vision? What's the aspirations for this business, for yourselves on Sea Country? Do you see yourself, taking on more leadership roles in this space? Do you see self-determination? What's your aspirations?
Well, I can speak for that one. So, this boat in general, the idea that the company had for this vessel is to have an all-run Indigenous crew. Now, with all of the stuff that we've been doing here now, we're all starting off as a cruise attendant, just showcasing our culture. But over the last few years, we have been upskilling ourselves. As I said, these boys are all getting a lot more interested in diving. Me, personally, I'm driving, so I'm going to be driving this vessel soon. Then from there, I'm basically trying to help these boys move it a little bit extra forward, just so they can get themselves upskilled, because, hopefully I'm not here. Maybe I'm not going to be here for for too long, but then these boys are still going to be here. But the main thing behind this vessel here now, what this idea is education, like educating everybody who comes to Australia or on our boats, showcasing there is another world that was here before what you see here today. And I think these boys will probably agree with me. There's a lot of diversity within our culture, and every single one of us, we share different aspects of our culture. So, for example, with Jacob, he's got more of the knowledge of the dancing side of things, with ceremonial side of things. We've got Lazzy, who's got more in his instrumental side of things. We've got Brian, we've got more of the land identification with the tree species and animals. And for me personally, I'm more of the hunting and gathering side of things. So we've got different aspects where we're all strong in, but we all work together to actually, put it out there to everybody, to actually educate them and, let them know that this connection that we had with our land and our sea country, it still remains here today. Even though it's, it looks a lot more modernised, but we've still maintained that connection.
That's powerful. Anyone else want to talk about aspirations they see? What do you want to see?
Where you can see yourself?
Yeah. See myself naked in a mirror. Sorry, I just had to send message to Mrs. Go away. You know how it goes.
I gotta do that.
You know how it goes.
When you
Go
cook
away.
that stew, add rice. Add rice. I'm sick of this.
I'm thinking it's vegetables. How many vegetables?
Not that fancy rice, it's medium rare.
That's the best rice.
I think it's
Black and gold.
important, like, obviously to show culture, because like you look at all these other tourism spots, like for example, they could be talking about, land. This is really good. This is what happened in history, blah, 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 etc., etc. You could, maybe something else, we're literally talking about culture ourselves, our history. That's so empowering, and while it's always nice to have that telling customers about that one there, I think it is a really good platform to take off, like for example, on our Reef Magic, we was to go on glass bottom boats, and we talk about that. And when we was to pack the boat away, that was the first time I ever drove a boat. Coxswain interest, just start off like that. So I did the task book done, and as Uncle here was just yarning about, they sent us down for sales conference, just because we was Indigenous, we have an Indigenous product, and all of a sudden there's another pathway right there for sales and marketing, and we were just having this yarn not too long ago there. So and especially for him, he keeps talking about having all these multiple hats to wear, you know.
You have to, bro. You have to.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really good, as I said, platform to thing. As for myself, I get the coxswain, and I think maybe the sales and marketing
Yep.
route.
No,
think.
deadly. Look,
Yeah.
you answered that message there. You looking worried there?
No.
But look,
It's to avoid, it's to avoid it. You gotta think
Nah.
smart, not hard.
like all jokes aside, like I know we have that Murray sense of humor. What I've gathered in my short time here is the amount of passion and seriousness and leadership on this vessel and in you fellas here. But like I said, Murray sense of humor. I need to talk about some locker room. Let's do locker room talk now. Nah, but look, nah, true God, Dave. What's something? Tell me about a day that didn't go the way it was meant to go.
A day that didn't
Well, he's
go.
that perfect day. He's run.
Nah, not all the time.
Yeah. Nothing serious to get you in trouble. The locker room talk.
When the front got
Look, he's all
smashed
get
in.
scared now. Hey, you shut
clapsticks,
Murray's up
forgot
there.
the
Look.
ditch,
Yeah.
forgot the ditch, forgot the clapsticks,
Well, how you forgot that ditch?
forgot that paint.
So if you forgot the ditch, what'd you have to blow from?
Hey, look at the minion boarding the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Then he forgot the ditch.
Nah, go on then. Look,
Yeah, Jacob, why'd you
I see he's all. Look, you're all jammed up now, so we'll skip that question.
No, we're not jammed up. That just shows how professional we are. We dot I's, cross T's here.
Nah, don't. But look, so I always ask my guests a question on the show, like, what does sea country mean to you, individually? What is? Oh yeah, sorry, my microphone. Rookie mistake. So we always ask our guests, what does sea country mean to you? And if you individually want to just explain what that means to you, being on sea country, being around sea country, how sea country helped you spiritually, mentally, emotionally. What does it mean to you?
To me, sea country means home. Best way to explain it. My mother grew up in a mission further down south of here, in Palm Island, and she grew up from when she was a little baby until she eventually left. And I used to go Palm all the time for my school holidays. So basically, just being back on the reef means home. Even if I didn't live on Palm, I would still feel much more better being at the reef or being in rainforest, away from everybody. Going big cities doesn't feel quite right. So I like sea country and being on the reef a lot more.
Like for me personally, I'm with my hunting and gathering side of things. Any chance I'd get, I'm out on the reef doing what I love doing. Being on sea country, it's more of a spiritual connection to me. It's a lot more peaceful. You're stressed out, you just go sit down. Even just being on the beach, just listening to the water, feeling the spray of the water coming in with the wind. But before I started this job, any chance I've got it, used to cost me an arm and a leg just to go out fishing for that one day. Ever since I've started this job, I'm getting paid to go to the reef. I'm getting paid to be on country, and that's one of the good things that I love about what I do here at work.
What about you, brother? What's sea country mean to you?
Sea country means the world to me. Growing up on the land and the water, just my earliest memories, my uncle taking me out every weekend. I was over Yarrabah, just going out in the boat every weekend, and he was teaching me the ways of how he hunts. And yeah, he was considered one of the best hunters, which, meant a lot to learn from him. But yeah, like going out there every day, sharing it, especially for my Gunganji people over in Yarri, it's really special, and it's good to see most of them behind myself and the boys, like, what do you call it? Basically pushing us to go further and get it out there more, especially our grandfather too, Pop Darrell. Any chance we got, he said, you can go do this, go do that, share this, share that. So yeah, we just try share as much as we can, and yeah, that's what makes it the best feeling in the world.
What about you, my brother? What's sea country mean to you?
Sea country is. When I first started here, I was spinning out on how much of a connection we did have to sea country, because like I'd come off from rainforest station, rainforest everywhere, so so I came in here, after learning all this rainforest stuff and thinking like, cultural guy, I think I'm pretty decent with it. I think I'll be alright. And I came in here, I was having to learn everything brand from new, because just brand from new, well, how brand new. Because like, because like I came out here and having to learn everything. So after I learned about how much stuff we did out here, yeah, right. Learning about how much stuff that we did out here, it gained much more deeper respect to sea country. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't look at that as just going out to water. Sea country is just so special. Yeah, exactly. And check something.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can add on.
Now, I can speak for all of us here. We all represent. We all got blood ties to Yalanji country. Now, up in the Yalanji area, we've got the best of both worlds. We've got the oldest living rainforest, in our backyard, and in our front yard, we've got the youngest living reef system in the world. We've got two World Heritage, areas side by side, and us representing that, makes us we share a lot more pride in that. It makes it a lot more easier us to actually share our culture. Like I said, we've got a lot more by what's that word? No.
Motivation?
Geez, I can't get that word.
What's the meaning of it? What's the meaning of the word?
I can't get that word.
What's the meaning of the word?
Yeah, the second word.
Biodiversity.
No, the one of biodiversity.
Jeez,
But yeah, like I said, we've got the best of both worlds here, and we're very fortunate and very lucky here in Australia to.
Is that the
That's
word?
it. That's the word, versatile.
It's been a long day on some water country, right? You got sunshine.
He didn't even jump in the water today.
Nah, but
I
yeah,
was
I know
looking
what
after
you're
you, fella.
saying. I know what you're saying. But yeah, no, look, you know what? I actually, I'm not sure if he's interviewed. So we did a yarn with Dr. Cass Hunter, who's a cooking allergy woman there as well, eh? She said the same thing. The most special part is that she had both World Heritage areas to identify her. Yeah. That's that cultural identity. But I wanted to ask, another question there. Our last question, just wrapping up. What we always ask our guests is, if you had one message to the world, right? Because ReefCast is a platform for you to talk, not just to mob on the reef, but mob all around the world to watch this. If you all look down the lens one at a time and tell us what is the message to the world that you'd spread. Spread, trigger words. But what's that one message you want to spread around the world? So who wants to start? Young blood.
Young fella, yeah. Trippy, go away.
Straight down the lens, boss.
All right. So, I wasn't expecting to start. I got to think of something first. Dang. Okay. I would say that you want to treat every single day as if that day was going to be your last, because you never know what Lord has planned for you. You could be not wake up the next day. You want to be grateful for waking up every single day, and just, as I said, treat every day like it was your last. You wanting to go out there and do as much as you can, not just for for life, but also for your mob. And just keep going, and don't stop until you physically can't go anymore. Yeah.
Follow yourself.
For me, is I'm just started getting into realizing keeping the culture alive. It was slowly dying, but what I'm trying to do now is get out there, listen to my elders, and do what they did. Go out to the bush, make your own things. Gather your own things, and then that way makes you more prouder. And you're sharing it with the whole world, and sharing it, just like having that sense of ownership, just makes you much more prouder than you already were. So just my message is just connect with the land with your elders, you know, with your family as well.
Him again.
Murray down.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, come here, bub.
Big wet spot there.
What's
Again,
your message to the world, brother?
my message to the world is something Dustin here told me, actually. You can't know where you're going unless you know where you come from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really stole mistake. I was
Wow.
gonna say that.
Nah. Chose it
That's
first.
powerful, bro.
And that can go, you know, further beyond, you know, just colour, race, you know, wherever you come from, you got to know what your family's past is to know what you're going to have for your future.
You stole my thing, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
B1, B2.
All right, guys, if you're good at something, never do it for free. No, I'm joking, guys.
That's so true.
In all seriousness, folks.
Same time.
In all seriousness, you mob, be proud of who you are and where you come from. And like the lad says, you don't know where you're going unless you don't know where you're going to be heading unless you already know where you come from. So be proud of who you are, be proud of the colour of your skin, and be proud of your culture.
All right, gentlemen, that's going to wrap up our podcast. We're going to try and get these fellas to give us a bit of a shake a leg for us. But look, guys, thanks for joining me on ReefCast today, my brothers. Appreciate it. We love it. We're going to get all your... If you have Snapchat or whatever you want to shout out, give it a quick shout out
I
to
got
people.
Grinder.
I was going to say that. I was going to say that too.
Yeah, but he was joking though. Nah, yeah. But nah, which way, guys? Hey, look, thanks for joining us again on ReefCast. Please make sure you go like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're going to create everything else that you need to listen to us to get this message out, to get these Trish line of voices. Because here at ReefCast, we are doing the best thing that we can possibly do, and that is tell real issues, real stories from real people. All right, guys? But for now, we'll see you in the Dreamtime. Yo!
Yo.